Hello, welcome to this episode of Labor News at Work. Today, the spotlight is on the entertainment industry, in particular, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. I'm Merrick Masters, and you can find me at my YouTube channel and on my email address. Collective bargaining in the entertainment industry includes numerous employers and unions representing different aspects of the industry. A significant part of the bargaining takes place through a coalition of employers, that is, studios and streamers, namely the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Various unions, including the screen actors, directors, and writers, negotiate separately with this alliance. This begs the question of who's at the bargaining table. Who actually is doing the negotiation? It's not all 350 affiliates of the alliance. It's got to be some subset of that which has undue influence due to its size and scope in the industry. The board of the alliance includes representatives who are typically high-ranking labor relations and legal executives. A list of the companies that are represented on the board in 2023-2024 is provided later in this presentation. To assist in its negotiation with unions, the Alliance may enlist the support of high-ranking executives from selected affiliates and contract expertise from various law and consulting firms. From an analytical perspective, an interesting question is how does the AMPTP determine its bargaining strategy and execute it on behalf of a large base of affiliates? From the union's perspective, the question becomes, whom are you really negotiating with? This is a snapshot of the structure of bargaining in the industry. This is from a website of the Editors Guild about the industry structure that I think really graphically shows how it is distributed across producers and unions. Since 1982, the Alliance has been the trade association responsible for negotiating virtually all industry-wide guild and union contracts, and thus the signatories to the contracts on the management and the union side sign into one general agreement. There may be provisions that adapt it to individual affiliates, but you'd have to look into the contracts more detailed than is available in this presentation. Here is a list from Wikipedia, and the site to this is provided in the link on the slide. You can see that Paramount Pictures, Sony Pictures, Universal Pictures, Walt Disney Studios, Warner Brothers, ABC, CBS, Fox, etc., Netflix, Apple, Amazon, they are among some of the more well-known employers or corporations that are affiliated with this alliance. This is from the Alliance's disclosure, nonprofit disclosure form, which reports over time its revenue, expenses, assets, and liabilities. It is basically a labor-intensive, no pun intended, alliance that provides services in collective bargaining and labor relations representation. They appointed a new president on March 25th, 2025. This new president has an interesting background with considerable experience on both the union and management side. From that perspective, he brings an awful lot to the table to provide insight. And he came with affiliation with the Mitchell, Silberberg, and Knupp law firm. And here is a list of the independent contractors associated with that firm. And you can see that they actually gave a considerable amount of money in 2023, 2024, almost $700,000 in contracted services to this firm, as well as other firms, looks like an accounting firm in here, to provide information about negotiations in the industry. And again, this is a little bit about the Mitchell, Silberberg, Knupp law firm and a link to its website. It has a lot of attorneys, and they have interesting and distinguished backgrounds in a variety of aspects of business law. Here are the list of the corporate affiliates of the board members on the Alliance for 2023-2024 as reported in its 990 IRS disclosure form. And the individuals on these boards are associated, as I said earlier, with high-level positions in the related areas of labor relations and general or legal counsel. Sometimes the non-labor executives are those executives of the company that don't have a labor relations function per se in their title, but other functions may have representation at the table in negotiating directly or indirectly to influence the outcome of important contracts. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Stay tuned for more. This is a little bit about myself. Have a good day.